Hello all. Today we will be going through the changes of the Iron Bank, how we rate these items, and which you should pick based in what stage you are at the game. So let's begin. The reward system has been changed a fair bit. Still the same format of 15-day login rewards, but now we can select which rewards and the main legendary reward at the end. There is a total of 20 reward we can select, and 3 legendary options to choose from. We will go by order of the standard, and towards the end cover the 3 legendary options. So let's start with the 2 24-hour speed-ups, which is a great pick here. A more simple reward you cannot go wrong with. Next, the 300 equipment selection chests, which can be converted into Mountain Clan set chests. So this is a great option for those who have yet completed this set. But if all your gear is already maxed, then this will be your first item you should be skipping. Next is the 5 research scrolls, which is really up to the player and where they're at in the game. For a new player, sure, this is pretty good. And for someone who has completed a majority of their main research, this will be pointless for them. Usually it is better to save up your resources and spend on events such as Lord of Lords for Sabrina, a very powerful commander for her utilities and rebel power. So it's really a half-half, better for newer accounts for sure. Next is 15 SS troop medals, which is absolutely amazing. SS medals are usually fairly hard to grind up even when buying packs, so a slight addition here is welcomed. An easy pick for nearly every player but those who have obviously maxed all their SS troop appearances. Next is 100 honor banners. Now sure, it's a good pick for players still grinding up glory levels. And for newer players it is fairly hard to grind these up fast, so it's a great pick. Now, 30 S troop medals, we will say it's another half-half pick. While yes, it is great, grinding up S medals are much easier than SS. And with Glorious Battle giving upwards of 360 of these, it is tough to say if it will be worth over others. But for most players this is a good pick. The 20 Battle Diamonds is an awesome pick. Sadly it was nerfed from 30 from previous Iron Banks, but it is still a great pick. Same can be said for the 2 10,000 Diamonds. It was nerfed from 30,000, but it is still a great pick for nearly everyone. The 500 Refined Rough are a skip. This is basically 1 to 2 repeat days of expeditions, and converting only into 5 rerolls, so this is an easy skip. The 1000 reroll stones is great, a double increase then from what it originally was. No matter who you are, not all your weapons will be completely ideal, so having those extra rolls to try get better stats is always great, an easy pick for everyone. The 200 marks of the True Dragon is quite good. Previously these would have been horrible, but now with Dragon Awakenings their value has increased drastically. Now in fairness, this is only enough for 2.5 solar ambers for the Dark Fire, or 1.25 to wing ambers for the Moon Shadow, or 25 dragon blood. Still, it is a good option comparing to others, so we will say it is a great pick for just about anyone. Next, 80 ancient scriptures. The slow grind for tier 5 research is painful, and this will help you out a little more. An extra 80 per month is great. An easy pick, unless if you're not interested in tier 5, then this will be a skip for you. Next, another 5 tech scrolls are available, bringing total up to 10 if you're willing to pick up both. The same will apply here, great for new players, but isn't needed. To excel your progression, it is fantastic, no doubt, and the ability to avoid resource costs too is a sneaky powerful use. Especially once you unlocked your first tier 4 and realize how crippled for resources you'll be. So yeah, better for newer players and still has some decent use once past the main milestones. Next is 100 tier troop appearance medals. Now, unlike S medals, this is a lot more valuable. 100 is a great amount. The only issue is none of the A tier troop appearances are really great. They're good small bonuses, but nobody will be rushing to unlock them anymore. So really it's a fine pick if you've yet finished the ones you want and need but nothing mandatory. 100, 600k Valerian steel items. You can convert this into 600,000 tier 5 troops. This is amazing. That assumes you do have tier 5, that is. But having it banked for when you do unlock them isn't a bad idea either. Next is 1000 blessing stones for you dragons, which is a fairly good option, especially when you're first starting out here, having all spins cost 100 to 150. But once you get higher and higher unlocks, costs starting to get to 300 and more, then it is questionable how good this really is. Bit comparing to others, it's a fine pick. Next is the 10 commander chests, which include the likes of Hector, Andrea, Liana, Miranda, and Melisandre. The eye-catching one will be Hector, who himself is a great commander and is fairly slow to upgrade and fully awaken as he uses exclusive commander tokens to awaken. It's a small boost to progression, but it will help. For most, just unlocking the commanders even at a base level for the friendship bonuses is a good choice. Liana, Hector, and Andrea all give leadership bonuses which boosts your army size and rally size. Overall great pick. Another 80 scriptures are available, and the opinion will stay the same even for the second one. Still great, boosting you from 80 to 160 books per week. A great choice till you get yourselves tier 5. Next is 20 purple friendship chests, which are really good. We would say this is great regardless of your level. Upgrading commander friendship in your tavern is fairly slow, so this will help. And lastly, we have 5 epic general tokens, unfortunately reduced from 10 from the original Iron Bank, but 5 is still at least a decent amount, equal to 28,500 diamonds from the VIP store, so it is still a fairly good option. We will say the best, most general picks that are great for just about any player are the 1,000 weapon reroll tokens, the 20 friendship chests, 20 days of speed-ups. If you're a tier 5 player, the Valyrian steel is a natural pick, and the last will be the diamonds. Now we can finally move on to the legendary rewards. Only one can be picked out of the 3, and luckily the gold badge chest remains. This is and will usually always be the appeal of the Iron Bank, being the only real way of getting health badges for your troops, and with red quality badges, this is still an ideal item to pick for your troops' progression. The other 2 items are 30 SS troops appearance medals and 30 ancient skill fragments used for dragon skills. The 30 SS troop medals are the easiest to eliminate, unless you do consider that you can slow grind these up to 50,000 extra rally size. If you are grinding for these bonuses, this will help, but ideally the badge chest will top this at least till a better source for health badges comes out. And lastly, the 30 ancient army skill fragments, which is fairly interesting. More than likely more dragon skills will come out in the future, but even so, if you have yet gotten at least some of the main general skills useful for just about any line, this is a solid place to grind these. We will rank these items by health badge chest, ancient fragments, and lastly the SS troop medals. More may come to the Iron Bank, and we will update you if they add anything worth discussing. Do you like the new Iron Bank changes? After many years, we can now pick different rewards and more customize it to how we want it, but even so, enjoy yourselves.